If you've ever tried to be the perfect mom, wife, friend, and high achiever at work all at the same time, today's episode is for you. We're talking about the hidden cost of having it all, how constantly doing, striving, and juggling can actually quietly chip away at your confidence, and it just leaves you feeling like you're never enough. I'm going to share some personal stories, hard-won lessons, and a few questions to help you rethink what you're actually chasing and what you truly want more of in this season of your life. Have you ever felt held back by self-doubt, whether it's speaking up in a meeting or connecting with others or simply just believing in your own worth? Well, you're not alone. Welcome to the Crazy Confidence Coach podcast. I'm Heather Edwards, Master Certified Life Coach, and my goal is to empower you to step into your most authentic, confident self. Here, you're going to discover practical strategies and powerful insights to help you improve your communication, deepen those relationships, and elevate your self-esteem. And each week, I'm going to guide you through some actionable tips and mindset shifts that are specifically designed to help you break free from fear, show up boldly in every area of your life, and build crazy confidence. Are you ready to stop hiding in the shadows, playing small, and avoiding the spotlight? Grab your favorite pen and a notebook, and let's get to it. Are you attempting to do it all? Being a great mother, wife, employee, entrepreneur, working out all the time, having a great body? What are the things? What all are you doing and attempting to do to quote unquote have it all? And do you feel completely overwhelmed by it? Do you wonder how you're going to survive another day and have the desire to wave that white flag on a recurring basis? What if I told you I believe trying to do it all may be robbing you of the very confidence you believed you would have by doing just that, by doing it all? Buckle up, because what I have to say today may be exactly what you need to hear, or it may leave you running away from my podcast forever. So when I was a young girl, I remember dreaming of many things, like having a family, making lots of money, 6 figures, what was always in my head, and that really and truly, I thought that would make me happy and it would solve all the problems of the world. And I remember just wanting to be this sexy, wonderful wife for a husband that I would someday have, and he would not be able to resist me, and we'd be the best of friends every single day. And I just thought all the hard things, all the things would just be perfect. I really thought that we would go to church every Sunday. We'd have lifelong friends that we would share our lives with and enjoy family time like game night regularly, and we'd stay super close with each other and connected at all times. This was my view as a kid of what my life would be like. I truly thought I would have it all. Okay, let's fast forward. My having a family of my own fell apart when I was diagnosed with 2 cancers and then had to have a hysterectomy, and the idea of adopting at that time, it just was off the table. So having a family, gone. I did hit over the 100K income with a big title, and that was grossly unfulfilling. And although I do consider myself a wonderful wife, there are definitely many things that I could do to be more irresistible and wonderful. And there are so many things about relationships and marriage that are challenging that I never really thought through. And going to church does happen on occasion, but we haven't been able to find a home church that we feel like is our home and that we feel connected to. Although we have wonderful friends, it takes a lot of work to keep up with friendships consistently. And we have amazing families. We're blessed, but mostly they live quite a ways away from us, 45 minutes, 2 hours, 5.5 hours. So this idea I had as a kid of frequent game nights, getting together on Sundays, all that fun stuff, it just doesn't happen. So life is simply harder than my younger self believed it would be. And on top of that, the disconnection between what I believed I should be as a wife, a mother, daughter, a friend, it gets in the way sometimes, and I'm filled with a lot of guilt and shame. And certainly my idea of having it all gets in the way a bunch, because having it all is this thing that we were told that we could have. Especially women, we've gone through this phase of being told that we had to stay at home and that we couldn't do things without men, to you can have it all. You can be a great mother, a great entrepreneur. You can be all these things equally great. Can you relate? Does it completely overwhelm you? And does it frustrate you? Most of you probably actually also have kids thrown in there and you feel the pressure of the kid thing. So I feel like you must also feel like you can't win. So hear me out. It's okay. It's expected actually that we don't feel great all the time and that we don't feel like we are doing good and that we don't feel confident that we are having it all and having it all well. Somewhere along the line, when people started saying those things like women can have it all, or even men, if you are here, you can have it all. But is that true? Is it really true? I think that it depends. I think it depends on you. Your thoughts about what having it all actually means. Does it mean you are perfect at all things? You excel equally at all things? Then most likely your confidence will take a hit over and over. And here's why. I don't believe you can do things all equally all the time. I just don't believe you can do it. It's okay, though, to be subpar at some things and really great at others. It's okay to be completely focused on your kids for a few hours and then go focus on work for a bit. But the funny thing is, some of you listening right now, shame and blame yourself for focusing on work while you're at home, and you shame and blame yourself about thinking about your kids too much when you're at work. Can you feel my pain here? I believe this is very common. Some of us spend much too much time believing we should be able to do it all and we should be able to do it all well. I don't think it's feasible. I don't think that you can have extraordinary results in all areas of your life at the same time. Call me contrarian. I don't think that's what that makes me, but this is why it's super important to be intentional about your energy and your time and your focus and to manage your mind around what isn't being prioritized at the time. So you don't get wrapped up in shaming and blaming yourself when you're trying to quote unquote do it all and it isn't going well all at the same time. Managing your mind in a way that you make it okay not to be the top producer at work and a first-time mommy, or make it okay to be the top producer at work until you decide you don't want to put that much into that effort. It's okay. It's better than okay to recognize what you want and what you're willing to do for that result is important, but also be realistic with what you're giving up for spending your time and energy and your focus on to obtain whatever result you're going for. The very idea of having it all devalues the work and effort you must put into being your best at something. So think of it like this. Devalue the work you're putting into the volleyball. I hope that makes sense. I'm kind of ranting a little bit. This isn't in what I was going to talk about, but it's just this idea of completely adding value to every single thing that you're doing, and everything has high value, you're devaluing the work on all of it, if that makes sense. So being your best oftentimes requires all of you. It demands other things to be put up on a shelf, and at the very least, those things will get minimal attention versus maximum attention. So is it possible to have it all? Maybe. I'm not the person to answer that for you, but is your attempt at having it all killing your confidence because you're having to struggle? Does the juggling you have to do really serve your highest and best interests for all the things that you're trying to do? Does the resistance that you feel when you're at work trying to climb the ladder, instead of being at home watching your kids' first steps, give you the sign you need to change course, to move toward a slowdown at work and to be with your kids more instead of seeking that promotion? And maybe your kids are out of the house and the reverse is true. Maybe you want to let your children be adults and move on to do other things and spend a little less time with them, or at least less focus on them, and focus at a promotion at work, or focus on something else. Only you can decide what choices will be best for you. But let me ask you a question. What have you done in your life that is giving you the most joy, the deepest satisfaction? When have you felt your heart swell with pride and confidence? If you actually don't remember that, or when that time is, that's a hard thing to see. It's possible that you need to get help. It's possible that you need to get more of those moments in your life and find where you feel deep satisfaction, connection, and confidence. If that's you, let's jump on a coaching call and let me help you reconnect with who you really are, who you want to be, and let's figure out what are those doubts, insecurities, resistance, and triggers, the dirt, what's keeping you stuck and struggling. It isn't that big of a process to do, and it doesn't take forever to work through this process with people. But here's the deal. It's a process, and I can help you do it faster and in a way that is simple and truly life-changing. Because I was you. I was confused. I was frustrated, trying to do it all. And coaching helped me reconnect with me, and it helped me get focused on the things that mattered to me. My life is much more fulfilling. I don't necessarily, quote unquote, have it all, but I am choosing not to have it all. But my confidence is at a very solid, amazing place in my life. If that's you and you want to get connected, then let's do that. It is very confusing when you want to feel confident and you want to have it all and you think you have it all, but you don't feel confident because it's not aligned with you. I remember driving to a job where I had a director level title and thinking, oh my goodness, I finally made it. I finally got the job. I finally got the title. I'm finally making great money, all the things, and I didn't feel any different. I didn't feel better. And as that job continued to morph, I realized that job was sucking me dry. There were other things happening too, but I realized I was giving up so many things, and I certainly didn't feel more confident like I thought I would by having all that the world told me would make me feel confident. I have felt confident in moments that were private and moments where I had genuine conversations with somebody I love, or when I saw a friend or family member and celebrated a birthday or a holiday. I find that I feel like I have it all when I'm not, quote unquote, doing it all. So usually I am consciously giving up something to make room for something else when I feel most confident. Really and truly, what are you doing that is getting in your way? What is something you're doing that society would have you believe is making you confident, but it's really not? It's really taking time up for you that you want to be doing or spending your time doing something else. Right now, I'm giving you permission to give up something to make room for more of something else. And that something for X and Y is up to you. What would you like to make room for? Are you willing to do B+ work in order to have an A+ relationship with your child or your husband? Can you imagine restructuring your life in a way that would give you more of what you really want versus what the world tells you you need to be doing and focusing on? I can tell you that confidence is going to be something that you feel when you feel capable. When you are able to do what you said you set out to do. It's what you feel when you choose something that is in alignment with who you really want to be. So make choices to do things intentionally, and you will find much more contentment and confidence. Give up things intentionally, and you will find more confidence. Don't let the fear of not being able to do it all or being seen as someone who can't do it all stop you from having what you really, really want. Having more peace, calm, contentment, connection, energy, being enough is enough, because no matter what you do or don't do, you are already enough. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It has been a blast. I would love for you to do me a huge favor and either go leave a rating or a review. And if you really love the podcast or you've learned anything at all, please pass it on to a friend or a family member that might enjoy the podcast as well. That's how I grow, and that's how I'm able to continue bringing you content. If you are interested in coaching, just go to thecrazyconfidencecoach.com. You can sign up for a free discovery call there. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you next Tuesday so we can build our crazy confidence together. Love you big.